Purger here, back with another video. Today I decided to do a different kind of video. Today we're going to be doing headphones. Now, headphones are not really easy to review as far as sound, but I can review the features of this one as far as the case and explain to you what the sound quality seems like. Now, these run around $170 at retail, but I got these for $30, and you could also get these at $30 from Amazon. You might want to hurry up. I don't know if they're still on sale now, but they were when I bought them. Yeah, they're really decent quality headphones, great sounding. They're meant for sleeping, but they can be used as multi-purpose. The battery is 6 to 8 hours with 40 hours with the box. 6 to 8 hours each earbud, 40 hours in the charging box. So you get around over 40 hours of playtime. Charging time, it says 1.5 hours a headset, and then 1.5 hours for the whole charging case, which I can also confirm this. But in my testing, it only needed 30 minutes. So it depends on the battery health and also the usage, depending. So I've got a little log here of my usage just to get a reference here. Your usage could be different depending. Comes decently wrapped. Let's see what else is in the box. It comes with the little foam to hold it, instructions, and your wire, as well as some ear tips. I bought these before, just a couple of weeks ago, but I was using them at work and I accidentally dropped one of my metal instruments that we use to run the machine onto the screen. So I am going to say that the durability on this is not really meant for work. It was originally shattered. I originally thought that I could just take the glass off, peel it away. But they have this little side connection point, and ripping that off made it to where it wouldn't work. So if you're going to use this in a work environment, I highly recommend putting this in your pocket or putting it in a safer place, especially if you have a lot going on, because the screen is not Gorilla Glass and it's not durable. Same goes for running. If you decide to run with these and you, say for instance, actually chucked it out of your hands or dropped it from a high height, this will not survive. This one was work related. So these are really meant to be for your sleeping purposes, although they can be used for multi-purpose due to the fact that you can use the touchscreen as a remote control. And I'm going to show you what that looks like in a minute. But I wanted to get that out the way. This is not a durable case. You will end up cracking the screen if you're not careful with it. But it still works, and it doesn't really require the screen to operate. Alright, if we look at the case here, beautiful, very clean. There's a button on the bottom to activate your screen, and then you can just swipe to unlock, and the first thing you get is the ability to play and pause your music, go back, and go forward. It also shows you the case battery and the headphones battery at the top, as well as your time and if they're linked or not. This is the perfect scenario at which when you are either running or, since they're sleep headphones, you could take this out and it'll have less light than a normal big phone screen, or it's less heavier to hold when you're sleeping. Now, if you're talking about multi-purpose, which I don't recommend if you're not careful, because if you drop these will break. If you want to use these multi-purpose, it beats pulling out the phone when you're running, because your arm's going to be swinging back and forth, and that weight kind of, in a way, can wear you down, in my opinion. So this is like the perfect thing that if you want to skip that song real quick, then put this back in your pocket, this is fine. If we swipe over, we get a dedicated sleep mode. And I believe this, if enabled, will set a timer for 2 hours and eventually stop your music in 2 hours or turn the headphones off. You also have the ability to control the volume of the earbuds the total volume of your music. You can do it from here rather than taking out your phone again. You also have a dedicated EQ that's independently set by the headphones. You have rock, normal, jazz. You also have a timer. You can adjust your brightness right here. You have the ability to switch your language, your interface language. You also have the ability to change your lock screen, so if you don't like that included one by default, you can always change to the other default ones they have. You can't upload your own, sadly. That's not a feature. Another good thing about these is you can locate each earphone by sound. Now, unlike higher-end brand headphones, they use GPS technology. This one doesn't have an app that supports GPS technology. This is more of an independent onboard software situation, so you're only going to be able to locate these by sound. So if your earbuds, say this one on the left was freaking thrown, you can easily locate them by, you have to click it 2 times. So you select the earbud, and then you select start. So a little bit of delay in between that, and it's not the loudest thing, so it's probably one of the weaker parts of this. And last but not least, you get the time. You can set this. So it says 2024, I want to actually set it to 2025. Then we click save because it just hit 45. Pretty much it for the front screen. Anything else we needed to cover? Nope. Okay, so now I'm going to actually cover the sound and mic as well as the overall design. Right now I'm actually using the headphones for a mic, so you can get a reference on what the mic quality is. Overall, these headphones are pretty good. The bass is pretty decent. Now, if you're comparing them to first-party brand like Samsung Galaxy Buds or Apple EarPods, when it comes to the features of those earbuds, they focus more on internal things like ambient noise and noise isolation, which in fact, these come with really good noise isolation, even in a factory setting. But when it comes to the major earbuds, these come pretty close. Now, these are not GPS located, but you could still find them, and it still has the functionality of the first-party earbuds, just with the sound rather than the GPS. Now, the design is perfect. They fit really well in your ears, and they really don't bother much. The only con here is that sometimes the ear will actually trigger one of the touch capacitors on these. So occasionally you'll get a power off or might even skip your song. But as far as that, it's a perfect earbud for the sound quality and design. It also comes with the whole sleeve coming off the ear tip. That way it's not just the ear tip, which is a little easier to put the ear tips on when you have a sleeve rather than just the ear tip to pop on. And for the price, it's not bad. Retail, it's $170. On sale, it's $30 to $20. These are a steal. But as far as that, this is as much as I can cover with these earphones. It's not something I can show you as far as sound quality, but I could show you some of the nifty little features that the case included. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment on what you want to see in another video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you.